at the top, Master.
Looks like a charm.
Once you cross the threshold, you have to spend a year in the room. But when you leave, all you know for the past in this dimension. Good luck.
nothing out there. That's right, Gohan. It stretches for an eternity. But that's impossible. Don't let the vastness of this place get to you, Gohan. Gohan, this isn't going to be a holiday. We came here to train. Listen, son, you are going to become a Super Saiyan.
Like and subscribe.
Be a Super Saiyan? You think I really can? In time, but you have to take this training very seriously. But it's not going to be easy. I understand, but how hard will it be? It'll be the toughest thing you've ever done. Then we're gonna try to reach a power level higher than Super Saiyan. You're going to train again, aren't you? Uh-huh. I'm gonna practice with Whis some more fierce place. Oh, can I come with you? I don't see why not. You've got a lot more studying to do, Goten. I want to be super strong just like that.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Alright, hold up just a moment. There we go. Okay, let's see. Does this work? Does not work for some reason. What up, Norman? What up, Mina? How's everybody doing? Okay, there it is. It works. It's working. It's working. It's working. There we go. All right. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is doing okay. As you guys know, I am terrible when it comes to prep. So, if you guys would excuse me for just a moment. Oops. All right. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a good Monday. I am excited for these 2 chapters. And I gotta be honest, I was so close to canceling stream again. Because today's Monday. I had a 3-day weekend for once. So today was my first work day again after my 3-day weekend. I arrive at work at 7:30 in the morning, and my head just starts pounding like crazy. Like my head was hurting so fucking bad. So I lasted until 1 p.m. and then I just called in sick and went home. I had lunch, and then I napped for I think an hour, and it's going much better now. But I was not sure if it was going to get better or not, and I was so close to, like, if it was not getting better, I would have probably postponed stream to tomorrow. But it's going better now. My head is just pounding a little bit now, just hurting a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't get worse again. Yo, what up, Will? Leave my like. Won't be able to stay. Getting. Oh, well, good luck with that. Hope it's nothing serious. Good luck on that. Okay. Take medications? I've taken aspirins in the morning. That's about it. I've drank a lot of water, but I think it was just a lack of sleep somehow. Even though I had a 3-day weekend, it's not like I slept bad. On Friday to Saturday, I think I slept 8 hours. Saturday, Sunday, I slept, I think, for 10 hours. And last night, I slept for 6 hours. But I think because after my hour nap, I felt much better. So I don't know what that means. It's not like I'm sleep deprived these days. Excuse me? Excuse me. Damn. All right, there we go. Oh, tournaments. Right. Oh, I completely forgot to update like the YouTube people on here. Because I went live yesterday on Twitch, and I gave a bit of a recap on my tournament. Long story short, I came in 5th place out of 13 people. So don't ask how I managed to do that, but I got very lucky. Hold up. But also a little bit unlucky because I could have been 2nd place. I could have gotten 2nd place because the first person I battled, he's the one who won the tournament, and I was dominating our match. I had pretty much removed all of his life, and all I need to do was attack his life one more time, and that would have been it. But he managed to stop that attack and turn everything around, and he just completely fucked me over. Not fucked me over, but like he just smacked my ass after that. He just beat me up. Second match, either my opponent didn't show up or I didn't have an opponent at all, which gave me a W by default. My third opponent just wiped the floor with me. Like, I stood no chance. I was not familiar with his deck. I didn't know how it worked. So he just completely wiped the floor with me. The fourth and last game, I won. I just, that one I dominated. I dominated it. I got fifth place because of that. I got 3 packs. And ended up getting this one. Let me show you guys. From those packs, I managed to get this one. A female law. And it is worth close to $30, so I kind of earned back my entry fee and more than tripled it. Or no, almost tripled it. The first tournament, yeah. It was not bad, but it's exhausting, man. I didn't expect it to be that exhausting. I was I was exhausted after that. There's like 3 hours were just nonstop, like using your brains at 100%. Hold up, one moment. All right. Let's see. Wait, you didn't? Are you not caught up to One Piece? It's not that there is a female law. It's just he got transformed into a woman because of a certain devil fruit ability, and it was only for like a few minutes. But yeah, I'm happy with how it went. The people were thankfully very chill, except for one person, which thankfully I didn't go against. That person, like he walked in, no joke. I thought it was Easy E walking into the shop. Like he walked into the shop dressed exactly like him, the same exact hair, like the same like iconic hat that he wears, the same jacket, just identical. And he was mad aggressive. He was in such a bad mood because there was a marathon in the city, and he was on the way to the shop. He was inconvenienced so much that he just completely soured his mood. So he just walked in there, just looking like Easy E, just swearing and yelling. But it was kind of funny. He kind of chilled down after a few minutes. But he was dangerous. He had a I think he landed one spot lower than me, but that's because he had much more difficult opponents than I did. Like I just lucked out with the lottery system. He had one of the longest battles too because after the second round lasts every match lasts 30 minutes, and on the second round him and his opponent went for 30 minutes straight, and they still were going at it, and they were given overtime, so each were supposed to play one more turn, and that lasted almost 10 minutes. Been reading the manga. I have read a little. Oh shit! Really? Damn. Okay, so you're hella early. Wow. How long was the whole event? It was from. Well, it was supposed to be from 12 until 4. I got there at 12, but it didn't start until 1, and we finished at 4. So yeah, overall, all in all, pretty solid day. I think I think I'm signing up for another one in 2 weeks because it was a lot of fun. And after that, I'll just stop for a bit and build a new deck and sign up for another one in May. Anyway, but yeah, so that was my recap of One Piece, of my One Piece tournament. It went well. It was a successful first try, first attempt. I'm not mad at it. It went pretty damn well. Hold up just one moment. Okay, there we go. But that is not what we are here for. We are here for Kagurabachi. We got us 2 chapters to read. I am excited for it. Now let me switch to... Yeah, there it is. Some JoJo music. All right. So let's pull up Manga Fire. Pull this back up. Kagurabachi. Okay, let's just get into it. Chapter 117. I got me my cup of tea. Here goes. Chapter 117, and we start with... Forgot the name, but the Soga clan mom. So essentially, she's the mouthpiece. She's acting as the mouthpiece for now. Once again, sitting there, looking all headless. The gift passed down through the Soga lineage usually foretold an impending national emergency through a vision of fragmented images. It can predict the time and place of an event, but not the number of casualties, specific damage, or any other impact. The prophecies allowed those in harm's way to evade death, and to alter the outcome of the event. Okay. Interesting that they can't tell like the death toll. The casualties, specific damage, or any other impact. Interesting. The upcoming meeting will be extremely hostile. Oh, okay. Extremely hostile. Oh, right. I remember. That's where we left off. That's where we left off. We were setting up a meeting. Chapter 117, and it's called the Irishima Talks. In the 2 years since the appearance of Shokoku, the only interactions with the people of Shokoku were skirmishes on Irishima. Even during these here we go again with the shady reading. Even though during these altercations they attacked from afar and avoided direct engagement, everything about them remained shrouded in mystery. Okay, dude in a wheelchair lost both legs. I was sent by the Sorcery Bureau as part of the security detail to accompany a government expedition. We were the first group dispatched on Irishima since Shokoku's appearance. I was the first person to fight them in close combat, and also the last. We were this close. We never spoke, but when I saw them, I somehow knew they were Japanese. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I somehow knew they were Japanese. The island suddenly appeared in the southeastern seas. That's secretly inhabited by Japanese? Professor, we only know that they appear to be Japanese. There's no way to be sure. I have a hunch. Not Chinese, they did have the old scrolls, but Japanese. I mean, he's saying it appears to be Japanese. But the scrolls are usually identified Chinese. Chinese culture. But we'll see. Oh. The story of the Soga clan. Oh, no, okay, that is sick. This is sick. So we have some sort of... Okay, so whoever that is on the left has the centipede on his clothes, is depicted as a demon, and is called Mikaboshi. Mikaboshi. Okay. And on the left we have Ukima Soga with 2 swords battling Mikaboshi. And it's interesting that Mikaboshi has the centipede on his clothes, and we have the Sword Saint using centipede kind of attacks. No, this is phenomenal. This painting or this drawing. Long ago. Excuse me. Long ago, more than 1,000 years back, this land was ruled by a clan of sorcerers. They were known as the Mikaboshi. The Soga clan defeated them, but to this day, sorcery remains a strong on-the-ground influence in our society. I've heard of this, but how is that related? According to legend, the Mikaboshi were driven into present-day Shiba and wiped out. Okay. Hold up, let me pull up Google Maps on my phone real quick. Chiba. Japan, where would that be? Okay, so it's on the far eastern side of Tokyo. And it's a sort of peninsula on the left side of Tokyo. I see, okay. Clearly propaganda poster created by the Sogas? Yeah, I would say so, yeah. I mean, we don't know the context of this painting. But yeah, obviously the fact that the sorcerers are being depicted as demons. Hold on. Okay, so Chiba. Southeastern Japan. Are you suggesting that they actually survived and their descendants now live in Shokoku? That's a huge leap. There's more, he says. They were extremely powerful. I was defeated with sorcery. They controlled something like insects. There are various accounts of the Mikaboshi, but the most pervasive story is that the Mikaboshi have the power to command insects. Damn, okay, so that's the Aburami clan from Naruto, controlling insects. Okay, they sent over 2 meters tall, or have a black, or they have black claws. Yeah, that's silly, of course. Hypothetically, let's say the people of Shokoku are descendants from the Mikaboshi. If so, then they were driven off the land into the ocean, where they lurked for over a millennium and developed their own civilization. That'd be impossible, unless they were aided by a bizarre force beyond our understanding. A bizarre force beyond our understanding. Right. So what, like the... How would that help them, though? But then again, they're saying beyond our understanding, so... The fact that we're using the... What was the metal? I forget the metal's name. The fact that the mainlanders in Japan are using it as a weapon does not have to mean that the metal is supposed to be a weapon. Datenseki, yes, thank you. The fact that the Datenseki is being used as a weapon does not mean that its nature is supposed to be used as a weapon. There's probably more to it. And if you were to go crazier with that theory, it could be a metaphor to nuclear energy and nuclear weapons. Both have sort of the same source, but are used in drastically different ways. Both hella dangerous to work with. If it goes bad, it's game over. That's actually interesting. So interesting. I'm trying to draw like real life parallels from this new information that we're getting. So before this chapter, like my main theory was that it was a parallel to Nanking. But right now, it seems that he's also using a metaphor for the atom bombs on China, on Japan. I mean, specifically the nuclear weapons. Something very powerful, beyond their understanding, can either be used a crazy OP weapon, or the statement beyond our understanding. Probably the islanders were able to harness that energy in a different way. For all we know, it reacts and amplifies spirit energy, so if we go by nuke analogy, we could... Exactly, yes, exactly. So that's actually... That makes perfect sense, actually. Like, how did I not pick up on that, or make that analogy? Like, the fact that something is that powerful, something that holds that much power in it, and something so small, it makes sense that you would also try to harness that as a source of energy and not just as a weapon. Okay, I like where this is going. We're looking at it, and there it is. This Datenseki, I understand it exists on Shokoku as well, theoretically. We estimate the vein on Irishima contains around 80 kilos. When we calculate the total amount of Shokoku based on the levels of radiation the Datenseki emits, even accounting for the interference of the force field, there must be at least 1,000 kilos. That's crazy. Shokoku has... Oh, fuck. Shokoku has 12 times the amount of Datenseki found in Japan. Here's my theory. Mikaboshi's descendants are the inhabitants of Shokoku over the course of 1,000 years. They created their own civilization, aided by the Datenseki, a force beyond our understanding. So Shokoku might be a highly advanced society? Is that where we're going? Okay, so we have three people arriving by low boats. 12 p.m., the appointed time of the meeting. The Japanese delegation arrived on Hiroshima in an ironclad ship. Now that got me curious and googled it. Uranium is metal, worth swords though. So the real life parallel would be what? Would be making uranium swords? That would be kind of crazy. Yo, Lucas, what up? Wakanda? Yeah, sort of. Also, yeah, also similar to vibranium. Okay, so they arrive. It's still such a silly image, like the tree, the beach, the couches, and the couch and table. A table and seating. How thoughtful. Okay, so who are these fuckers? They are neatly dressed. Their hair's all slick. 2 of them got swords. They aren't here yet. I see. In the letter from Shokoku. Yes. This clinches it. Okay, so he has the wooden scroll on the table. It's them. Oh, the emblem. Ah, okay, I see. Who do you think the hat guy is? I mean, my first thought would be, so this is a very important meeting. So it's not like they would send someone. It's not like they would send someone like irrelevant. So a spokesperson of some sort, high status, someone who has influence. For now, I'm just gonna say he's a high level political figure of some way. That symbol also kind of looks like the hilt of the Magatsumi. Controls bugs, could be inspired. Yep, I mean also the ability, the centipede ability, is also there. He's the president? Could be. Yo, Baked Bread, what up? Human shield and also normal humans to show they are not hostile. Okay, so the symbol is the same as depicted in the image. And with that knowledge, the government intends to proceed with the meeting. Yes, the prophecy warned they would be hostile nonetheless. That's all the more reason to forge ahead. If we refuse to talk, the only path left is war. On behalf of the Sorcery Bureau, the best we can do is send the strongest defense detail we have. Okay. It's time, isn't it? And then, okay, big BAM sound effect. I'm sorry, but I'll be leaving Tokyo. The Mikaboshi, Shokoku have monopolized Datenseki for ages. Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. The Mikaboshi Shokoku have monopolized Datenseki for ages. Now, a geological phenomenon has caused it to surface on Japanese terrain. Perhaps the Datenseki is holy to them, and they don't want Japan to have it. There are various possible reasons, but at any rate... A clan that was once abolished has re-emerged wielding tremendous power. And they sank the ship? I mean, that doesn't... Look, it's hard to tell, but is that a warship? It looks old. It looks like an old type ship. It even has like sail masts, but also looks somewhat modern. It's funny, the Shokoku people are hostile because of Japan being hostile to them. They're both... Or they're hostile just because. An old school ironclad ship. I mean... I mean, yeah, but... That was said before, but I can't tell if it's a warship or just a high-end ship. Oh shit! Oh, what the? Okay, hold. Before I get to that, what? Based on the aggression we've experienced on Hiroshima, it's clear why they've come. The water jumps up, or like rises up. That is... Okay, this looks... The designs are crazy. Whatever that object is in the background, I'm guessing that's made of Datenseki. Like, it's just floating there. It has the classic traditional ropes tied to it. We have two guys that have their eyes covered. The drip, phenomenal. We have an old man in the middle on a floating chair. And you know what my first thought was when I saw this? My first thought, this is what Boruto wants to be. Like, I think Ikemoto, I think is his name. Whatever he's trying to draw, I think this is what he wants to achieve, but he just can't do it. Like, to me, these are the Boruto designs done right. And also give it like specifically like this fucker right here. It's kind of giving Bleach. Old man floating on a chair. Yeah, Dune. I've actually never watched Dune, so I wouldn't know. Dope introduction, though. Flan Hakono from Dune. I guess that's where Hakono got the... Yeah, I haven't watched Dune, so I wouldn't... I don't recognize it, sadly. We doesn't know how to design characters. He's had... besides being not as great of an artist, he's also had some sus designs, to say the least. Specifically related to Sarada. Not sure why he went with that. But yeah, this I like. This is dope. Whatever it is on their legs. I guess that's supposed to be metallic. It's also on their necks. The designs are dope, honestly. Okay, zoom in. Okay, so dude sits down. Wait, what? No. Oh, he was already sitting. What the? That's someone else. He's not even shown yet. I thought we were gonna talk to this guy. But no, it's a whole... So he sat there, killed the two guards instantly. Why does he look familiar? Where did you come and go? Wait, did something happen? I mean, last message I see from you is I see the merry-go in the floating thing. Wait, let me see. Holy fuck, I kind of see it. Wow, I kind of see it. That's crazy. I kind of see it. It's, wow, okay. Aaron? Oh, no. Oh, you're right. Fuck. Oh, you're right. He does look like Aaron. Holy shit. Especially with the thing on the eye, on the side of the eye, like, which is like they showed whenever he like goes back from being a Titan into his normal human form. You can see like this thing on the eye. Wow. And also got a bit of Aizen in him. Specifically the hair. Shokoku Aaron. He's coming here to free his people. That's crazy. Deep breaths. We'll be needing you. So he sits down. So just like that, entire ship blown up. 2 people killed. All of their necks are covered. That's... I mean, this one, not necessarily. His neck is kind of visible. Shokoku issued the following demands. Okay, okay, fuck. He was... Why? It was going so well. It was going so well. Why skip? Why not show us him actually giving the demands? Why skip over that? Shokoku issued the following demands. Japan must hand over Irishima. Japan must relinquish the Datanseki extracted from Irishima. Moreover, Japan must cede Shiba, Kanagawa, and Tokyo areas that could yield Datanseki veins in the coming millennia. Okay. Hold up, so I know where Tokyo is. I just learned where Chiba is. Now, where is Kanagawa? So Kanagawa is... Okay, so it's essentially the entire... Huh. Hold up, now I gotta show you guys this. Okay, why is Google Maps so slow right now? Why is it so slow? That's crazy. As if they know exactly the Datanseki vein is going to... Yeah, exactly. But the area that those people are talking about... Okay, come on, load. Is this entire section. So it's this. So you see the big Tokyo city in the middle, and you have Shiba to the right, which is this entire peninsula. And then you have Kaganawa, I think was called, and it's all this on the right side. So essentially, is this entire... Hold up. Let me... like that, make it red. So it's essentially all of this. Why? Why? Why does it look like that? But... what the? Okay, so this entire area. Southeast coast. But yeah, but it's not the entire coast, because Japan is much, much larger than that. That's interesting how... So the Soga... no, not the Soga clan, but I forgot their names. They got banished to Chiba. They disappeared from there. And suddenly they're claiming the Datanseki that will re-emerge in this region somehow. Mikaboshi, yes, thank you. Expecting the government to go like, sure, buddy, we'll go back to the old capital, Kyoto. I mean, no, they're not taking claim on the entire city. They're taking claim on the potential re-emergence of the Datanseki. So they're claiming the Datanseki in this area. That's correct. Okay, that's interesting. Moreover, Japan must cede Shiba, Kaganawa, and Tokyo grades that could yield... Oh, no, I misread. Oh, no, hold up. I misread. I was completely wrong. Wow, okay. I misread that. Japan must cede Shiba, Kanagawa, and Tokyo areas that could yield... that. Wow, okay. So they're okay. Interesting. But that's preposterous. We couldn't possibly... Yeah, yeah, exactly. They want the land so no one gets it. I believe... Oh, fuck. I hate how much he looks like Aaron. That's... wow. I believe we have made ourselves clear. No promises. If you refuse, we will use force. Oh, no compromises. No compromises. If you refuse, we will use force. Shokoku is the island. Okay, he hands him a piece of paper. 4 sorcerers were aboard the spirit energy-powered armored ship. The Haruma, which had been destroyed moments earlier. Hiroto Soga. Oh, shit. 4 sorcerers were aboard the spirit energy-powered armored ship, the Haruma, which had been destroyed moments earlier. Hiroto Soga, Togo Shiba, Yoshinojo Soga, and Shuji Mashiro. Okay, so Shiba definitely teleported them away. They were the smallest, yet strongest squad selected by the Sorcery Bureau for the mission. Recognize the hand above? I don't think I do. Yeah, no, I get it. He pushes the paper towards the president. I get that, but that recognize the hand is a strange question. Because I don't really. Oh, hold up. Okay. Damn, what is that look? Jesus. Go home, please. No, no, I don't. I've never watched it. What's that one anime called about like that one old anime about about sword fighters, sword masters, whatever. The protagonist has this hairstyle, except he's redheaded. Like red haired. The author was accused for some typical mangaka shit. That's not the how to deal with. That's not how to deal and negotiate with people. Oh yeah, like of course this is not. Yeah, this just shows that the Islanders are very confident in that they cannot be stopped. That's what that kind of communication shows. Okay, so this fucker has some what looks like flower tattoos on the neck and shoulder. Then we have Shiba, go home please. We have this fucker who is straight up ready to throw hands. Okay, that's hard. At 12:02, the talks dissolved due to a preemptive strike by Shokoku. Thus, the battle on Irishima began. Wow, that's the last page. Okay, thank God I skipped last week. So we got us 5 people in this panel, plus the main guy against 4. So 6v4. Okay, hold just a moment. Chat is acting up a bit. Just bear with me. Fuck. Why is it not? Okay. Okay, so yeah, chat is let me. Okay, now it's. Okay, it's so that's weird. So it's now working on screen. Let me. Okay, let's try again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I noticed. Okay, that's what. Okay, we back. That okay, no wonder. Damn. Okay, so, um, so Bleach. Yeah, Kenshin, Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah, that's the one. Rurouni Kenshin. That's the one who he reminds me of. That's the one. Ronikenshin kinda misspelled it. Love this spread is... this dope spread. Only 2 minutes passed. I mean, well, yeah. They got there, got their ship blown up, and dude just said, give us the entire land. Saw some streamers in the past few days having to restart overlays. I think it's because of YouTube. I don't know what it is. Like, my entire setup is not normal, so... Is bodyguard got bodied? Wait, what? Where do you see that? Oh, wait, you mean the president's bodyguards? Yeah, they got bodied. I thought you meant Aaron. Okay, yeah, I'm going straight to 118. Okay, chapter 118. Here we go. Chapter 118, the Irishima Talks, Part 2. Go home, please. If that thing's still floating over the water. That's crazy. The 4 guys next to the old man are probably warriors, but Shiba and I should be able to handle that level of fighter. Dangerous one is... yeah. Yeah, do not sleep on the old man. Better not. I'll leave when my business is done. This guy is more dangerous than the other 4 together. We can't allow him to move around freely. Also, Hiroto, the guy with the tattoo, the guy with... is just his name. Oh, the tattoo is just his name? So the tattoo soga is Hiroto and... okay. Mashiro being the strongest... I mean, gonna have to wait and see if he's actually the strongest. And... but the fact that he's dismissing the old man, I'm not sure about that. Okay, I'll bite. That business isn't actually talking, is it? Says Shiba. I have so many questions, but let's start with that. Mikaboshi, says Shiba. You know. Then I'll cut to the chase. If you want to understand our motive, just look to history. Hey, don't move too much, or the gentleman here will cut you. How do you do? Oh, just because he lifted his hand? Wow, okay. So he just lifted his hand. You know, because you talk, people like use their hands to like gesture. Just like that. He's like, don't move too much, or this gentleman here will cut you. How do you do? We are the Mikaboshi. Your ancestors chased us off. We hid in darkness for over 1,000 years. And he rummages in his pocket, I think. Chiba, Kanagawa, Tokyo. The lands I named are our price for that. Also, you think that you can see their outfits in Okamura's outfit that he also has the same cuffed pants and sleeves. Hey, says Shiba. Grabs a knife. Instantly, fingers cut. Next time it'll be your throat. And this ore you call the Datenseki. He doesn't even flinch, just continues talking. We pray to it. It protects us. We coexist with it. It is our god. Okay. 4 out of 5 in the background. They instantly charge. They're not just words. They're fighting words. No shot. So his throat instantly. 3 of them arrive. Damn, dude gets tackled. Holy shit. So one goes for Shiba. It's hard to tell what happened here in this section here. Dude on the left got tackled like crazy. Straight to the water. Another one got tackled. Okay, so there's going to be a large scale battle in terms of area. Okay, through the forest. One's in the water, and Shiba and the other are in the sky. Of course, Shiba teleported them up to the sky. Water, woods, and one in the sky. Hey, what the? Okay, that was a bit over the top. Yeesh, I thought those guys weren't so tough, but yeah, that's what I was like. Why were you underestimating them like that? I thought those guys weren't so tough, but they sent the Soga and the other guy flying. And what's with that black cloud? Okay, so he charges the last one. Only the old man remains. Hey, yo. Okay, it's hard to tell who is causing that, but I'm assuming it's homie on the left. Mashiro's okay, it is him. Mashiro's sorcery, Aku, creates pressure in a specified place and specified direction. So pressure, like air pressure. So he creates shockwaves essentially. That's pretty damn sick. Isol? I mean, sort of. I guess you could say Isol is a very, very, very weak version of this. But this is just straight up shockwaves. And then dude, Kera creates a wasp. Oh shit. Wow, okay. He pierced it. He just jumps up. That's sorcery. It looked like a bee. Okay, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shockwaves. Wasp and bee in Japanese are the same. Okay, fair. Instantly above punches him. Inhuman strength and speed. Okay, I guess we're now seeing why they needed the enchanted blades. Another bee wasp from up top again. Ooh, okay, grazes his leg. Another dude appears from behind him. Goes to grab his face. And a huge explosion. Damn! Okay. That's a low diff. Datenseki. It protects us. Don't tell me he's using it. He's using the power of Datenseki. Okay, creates another bee or wasp in front of his face. They can wield its power. Power that surpasses what the human body can contain. There's no way we can win with normal attacks. But he's not done. Sword in the background. Looks like he's using the shockwaves to to shoot it. Sword was not there a few pages ago? Well, he's not on his back, and he has not used the sword at all. It's still on his back. It's still on his back here. It's launched. Oh! Here, this is where it happens. So here, it's still on his back. It's on the sheath. Smacks him down, and that's where the sword disappeared. So he prepped. Damn, okay. Instant. Wow. Okay, that's hard. Then again, I have this. Skills over stats. Yeah. I had it hidden in the sand clouds. Shokoku. How many people live there? Are they all hostile like these guys? If that place is crawling with guys like this. Okay, the Soga guy comes back. Shish kebab the dude. No more ocean stuff. It stings the wounds. Yikes, you beat that dude in the water. Kenpachi reference? Okay, I've never watched Kenpachi, so no idea. Oh, my bad. Is Shiba dead? So homie's also done? Yeah, I think you guys are just... This was just the starter. The main course is coming after this. Shiba comes down. Nope, sorry. Now, I don't know his name. There's this dude in Bleach who looks exactly like him. I think he was the end boss of the Bleach series. He also has like a bit of a crazy mustache. Was hella OP. Wait, it's not. This setup seems more set up than this chapter seems more set up than previous chapters. Yeah, maybe. Just hold up. Okay, this page hasn't loaded properly. Ewatch, yes, that's the one, yes. That's the one I was talking about. But what's going on with it? Is this straight up how the page looks like, or is the website just fucking up? Now. So, what happened next? Hiroshima conference testimony. Now we see footage of Shiba covered in bandages. No shot! What? That... Well, okay. Ascending? No, hold up. Is that how you got... Okay, so I interpreted differently. Okay, so I read that completely differently. So the way I read it at first, I guess I was wrong. The entire fight... So this is the moment where he cuts his throat. Everyone discharges. And the fight happened so fast that this is the... Only now is he able to perceive, like, that it all happened in a split second. So the way I read it was that, like, the entire fight happened like in a split second, and now the fight is over. And now his like the blood is like splattering, and because of the movements and the clashing, the furniture is spreading, like being knocked back. But but if it's floating, that I mean, I guess that's in theme with the Datenseki. Thought Hiroto the tattoo guy sliced his throat. Yeah, he did. Hold up. My interpretation is that Shiba is the only one. How? Wait. My interpretation is that Shiba is the only one. How is there in the interrogation room after the fight? And Aaron. Oh, who is there? Hold up. But yeah, he sliced his throat. But my first interpretation was that the fight happened so fast. It started and ended before his body even fell. And like dude over here is like still reacting to it. But you're saying only Shiba is in the recordings. And if I were to... Oh, okay, that I didn't pick up on. He is a lot more wounded in the footage than he is in here. People don't kill him, such a waste for cool designs. Okay, so these guys, just by this chapter alone, an infinitely larger threat than the Hishaku ever could. Oguzone has a bad habit to kill really cool design characters. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Like explain why we saw Sojo flashback in the first arc, yeah. That would make the Shokoku bag a big... Exactly. So just based off this chapter, infinitely bigger threat than the Hishaku ever was. And it's not even close. Look at the fight. Oh, look at after the fight starts. The panel with Mashiro. We see Eren bleeding, so it couldn't be that fast. No, but like the blood is different. So we see the splatter. But we don't see... So hold up. So he slashes him, but this is not it. Because the moment after this, everyone just charges toward each other. So everything, of course, we see towards the end. Like the furniture jumping up, that sort of stuff. But yeah, the fact that they're I think it's more so that they're floating. Oh, wait. Okay, some people saying he's crying? That's possible. I thought he was okay, I didn't pick up on him. I thought he was just drinking out of a cup. But no, his hand is empty. So it is possible. And it makes sense that only Shiba will be able to escape. Also, the editor note of the end of the chapter is something unholy. Where do you see that? I don't see an editor's note. Was in the Raws? Oh, okay. So the old man's still standing there. I think Taco intentionally ended it's just like this and left so to read his interpretation. I mean, chances are they all got clapped. They all got clapped. Not even like brutally clapped. And only Shiba was left and he was able to escape because he can teleport. That's most likely what happened. Because if Shiba is the only survivor, it would explain how he was able to escape. Page 9. Come on. Right, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That was a bit of downtime here. Nope, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Dio, come here. Come here. Alright, guess you don't wanna. I think Shiba cry after being asked what happened. I mean, you have the hair like sort of covering the eye, so it is definitely possible. Damn, great chapters. I'm so I'm so happy I skipped last week. I'm so happy I skipped last week. Because honestly, Kagurabachi is a much better experience reading it, like multiple chapters at once. This time, Shiba took off screen. Yeah, but in my head, can the guy just pretending to be dead? I mean, chances are they're all pretending to be dead. If this guy's coming back to life, what's stopping the other ones? Because they all have the Datenseki on their necks. On the one hand, I'm also a little bit disappointed because it would have been so dope if they were actually like supposed to represent China, and we had some really dope Chinese designs, their costumes, weapons, that sort of stuff. That would have been sick. But either way, the designs of these guys, amazing. Because I'm making this fight cinematic, making the reaction chapter. I mean, fighting chapters, they don't necessarily have to be short. It depends on how they're drawn. Like a well-drawn fight, I can take some time and like fully like discuss the fight, every panel, like how they were moving, how it was drawn. I think every manga has a better experience reading more on One weekly. Okay, One Piece is the one exception because with One Piece there's so much happening. Just one chapter a week is more than enough. Like sometimes I stream for 4 hours for a single chapter. Like I can't do that for 3 chapters in one go. For a reread, yeah, that's possible, but first time reading for One Piece, nah. For Kingdom I already do like every few months. I do like 10 chapters at once, which is an amazing experience. I used to do the same for One Punch Man, but One Punch Man is on some fuck shit right now. So hopefully it will get its shit together soon, and I can return to that. Kagurabachi reading in bulk when I was binging it, amazing. JJK, not so amazing. And I think on Wednesday I'll finally return to Tokyo Ghoul. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was very hesitant to return to it because the first few chapters of Tokyo Ghoul RE They were not great, in my opinion. They were not great, to say the least, and I was kind of scared that it was going to get worse. I still am. Still am a bit scared that it'll get worse. I'll just have to muscle through and continue reading. Yeah, One Punch Man, yeah, on hold. Yeah, I'm just apparently the redraws have finally stopped. A new arc has started, but I'll just wait a few months until a few chapters have come out, and then I'll binge the latest arc. Don't know if you saw it, but multiple reputable leakers confirmed anime announcements. Next jump. Was it you who joined the Discord and told me about it? Not Discord. Twitch. I was on Twitch streaming a few days ago, and someone came in chat and told me that. I don't remember if it was you or someone else. One Punch Man situation is just so sad, both manga and the anime. Oh yeah. I mean, the manga, once the moment the manga just keeps starts getting its shit back together, it's phenomenal. Some of the best art ever, like not even close. But the redraws were just so bad. Okay, not you. Okay, yeah, someone came in my Twitch chat a few days ago and told me that there was a sort of leak related to the anime. I think it was you. Maybe, could be. If you were in my Twitch chat a few days ago, then yeah, it was you. Anyway. So how would you guys feel if I did not 2 weekly, but 3 weekly reactions? So once every 3 weeks, I do a 3-chapter reaction. Not because I don't want to read weekly, because even weekly, it's still very enjoyable to read. But doing it every 3 weeks would give me more room to like do other manga content. Yeah, for Kagurabachi, yeah. You're cool with it? Again, reading weekly, I would do it. I would do it regardless. It's more so that I don't see any other way to read other manga while reading Kagurabachi weekly, One Piece weekly, and still binging Tokyo Ghoul. I've pretty much already maxed out on my manga stream days, and that's the only possible way I can think of doing this. So then, let's say every I would have to rotate manga every 3 weeks. So like 1 week I would do Kagurabachi, the Monday after I would do, let's say, Kingdom, or Full Metal, Chainsaw Man maybe. Yeah, I want to read catch up on other series. I really want to. So I started with Tokyo Ghoul. I think that's the longest one, and I'm only halfway there. And it's taken so much time already. And I don't think I have it in me to do to have a 5-year plan doing like reading a single manga weekly. I do like to mix it up. And once I catch up to every manga, I will have more room to read more. I can't recommend Chainsaw Man anymore after. Wait, what? Okay, wait, really? Well, first off, I didn't know it ended. But I also didn't know that the ending was bad. All I've been hearing about Chainsaw Man was the new season and how everyone was hyping it up. Other than that, I heard nothing at all. But no, wait, really? It's that bad? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter anymore, so. But in all honesty, that's got. I'm even more. I'm even more interested now. If it's that bad, or when I speak and things just start falling. Really? That okay? That's crazy. Okay, now I'm even more intrigued. Not not that I want to see Chainsaw Man fail, but more so curious on how it failed like that. Okay, obviously no spoilers. Works very good as its own ending. Okay. Well, first off, I didn't even know Chainsaw Man had multiple parts. But without spoilers, just tell me: is the ending of Chainsaw Man better or worse than the ending of Game of Thrones? Because for Game of Thrones, it is by far worse. Nah, no, that. I haven't watched Game of Thrones. Okay, fair enough. Worse than Game of Thrones is crazy. That is actually wild. Holy fuck. The thing is, I binged Game of Thrones all seasons. That's why I don't hate. Oh no, I binged Game of Thrones all at once. Oh, I binged the Game of Thrones all at once like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I binged all of it in like 2 months, and the ending it was garbage. I've heard like I was aware of people hating it. I was aware of people saying it was bad, but when I got there, I didn't. That was just something else. That I was not. I was not expecting it to be that bad. I want to make a reference to the ending Saint Chainsaw Man with JoJo's, but with JoJo's. Like, would it spoil Chainsaw Man or JoJo's for me? The author needed to finish those books firstly. Oh, the Game of Thrones. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but like even the book fans have already given up on that. Like the author he's not doing that at all. Spoil Chainsaw Man. Okay, yeah. Then maybe don't. Different stories. Okay. So this is how I had Chainsaw Man the first 5 chapters at a 7.5 out of 10. Ichi Witch, still have to read Full Metal. Okay, I haven't done Tokyo Ghoul RE yet, but the first 6 chapters I read, I think. I'm gonna be honest. That's how I feel about the first 5 chapters. Maybe, hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully it will get better, but I'm nervous. Part 1 is still good, and beginning of part 2, middle and problem. Okay, I'm actually even more interested in Chainsaw Man. I'm so curious in what way it will fuck up. How many chapters? So how many chapters is Chainsaw Man? I think not that much when I read last time. 91 in part 1. So that's already less than Tokyo Ghoul. 200. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so Chainsaw Man will be a multi-month reading quite quickly. Okay. Okay, so just 10 chapters stream without a problem, yeah. Because the first time I read it, the reason why it took so long because the first chapter was like, I think 40 or 50 50 pages. So let's see. April 13th. Oh. April 20th. 27th. Oh my god. May 25th. So let's see. So next week, April 13th would be. We'll just start with it. Chainsaw Man 20th. From this list, which one would you want me to do? Gachikuta, Full Metal, or Ichi the Witch? The ending of Chainsaw Man got as memed as... Really? I mean, I was aware of the ending of Attack on Titan being ass. And I agree, the ending was ass. But for comparison, nowhere near as bad as Game of Thrones. Chainsaw... Okay, I'm definitely doing Chainsaw Man on the 13th. So May 4th will be Kagurabachi. So I have 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then Kagurabachi. Full Metal, okay. Then we'll do full FMA. Okay, and on April 27th, Ichi the Witch or Gachikuta? Because Ichi the Witch shouldn't be very easy to catch up to and very fast. Because it was still very early on when I started reading it, when I first read it. Ichi? Okay. Two people instantly Ichi. The Witch. Only Ichi and Gachikuta is recently weekly. Fair enough. Oh, also 25th. Okay, and we'll add one more. June 5th. And then on May 5th, we'll go back to, oh, hold up. That's not right. It's June 1st. So May 5th, we'll then go back to Chainsaw Man. And then again, FMA. Ichi the Witch. And then back to Kagurabachi. We'll separate them. Each has only. Oh, oh, I thought. Oh, I thought it was at 90 when I read it. Okay, so I guess it was at 60 back then. Oh fuck! I fucked up. I fucked up. Wow. So 20th, 27th, May 4th. How did I fuck up? Wait, what am I doing here? May 4th, May 11th. Why did I go back? How did I fuck up like that? So after 11th is May 18th, and then 25th. Then we have June 1st, and after that is June 8th. My time zone, I'm in Europe, so it's 9 o'clock right now. Black Clover? Maybe at some point, but like Black Clover, just I don't know, just the art style doesn't appeal to me yet. Like maybe I'll read it at some point, but as for now, I'd much rather read more, I guess, unique manga or just classics like Full Metal and Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, did I do this right? So next week, April 20th, 27th, May 4th, May 11th, May 18th, May 25th, June 1st, and June 8th. Okay, that's good. So this should be the schedule for the next 2 months. Any One Piece stream? I mean, those are on Thursdays. Those will go always. These are specifically the Mondays. Yeah, One Piece. Yeah, One Piece just when they come out on Thursdays or Fridays, whenever they come out. Live streams. Well, I mean, so my channel is a One Piece channel first. So if somehow, some way, One Piece started coming out on Mondays, I'm dumping Kagurabachi on Mondays and focusing on and giving One Piece priority. I would have to choose a different day for Kagurabachi. So One Piece always has my top priority. But these dates, they're only the Mondays. That's it. So I haven't also Tokyo Ghoul I haven't put on here because those are my weekly Wednesday streams. So the weekly Wednesday streams for Tokyo Ghoul are still happening. The weekly One Piece streams are still happening. But these are the Mondays for the next couple weeks. Double streams? Wait, what? First read on Friday, second read on Sunday or Monday for... Wait, are you crazy? You're joking, right? I work a full-time job. Reading One Piece as it is now is already a struggle because I work a full-time job. I can't stream whenever I want to because I have a job. I do discussion streams for certain One Piece chapters on Sundays, but that's if the chapter is like that good and needs more breaking down. Okay, so this will be the This will be the formula for the next couple months. So Chainsaw Man, FMA, Ichi the Witch, Kagurabachi, and when I finish Tokyo Ghoul, which I hope will be pretty fast, I'll add in Gachakuta. So, are there any... I'm thinking of any other manga that I'm not aware of. Oh, hold up. The author of Gintama should be dropping a new manga anytime soon, right? Weekly Shonen Jump will be launching 3 new works. Roku no Okashina, Tsunen Big Gumi. Okay, so the manga is called Tsunen to Bigumi Yusha Destroyers by Sorachi. Centuria? Okay, I've never heard that name. Let's see. Centuria. Yeah, I definitely do not know. Ooh, okay. That's a dope looking panel. Okay, I see. Evangelion? Ooh, wouldn't... I know Evangelion is a classic. I probably should read it. Evangelion is about mech suits, right? Actually, that's actually a good one. I'm not gonna read it like right away or anytime soon, but Evangelion Dororo? Okay, this new schedule is actually making me excited again to stream. Because the last few weeks have been feeling kind of like a slog because it was just the same thing over and over and over again. Just Kagurabachi Monday, Tokyo Ghoul Tuesday, Wednesday, One Piece Friday, which is the same over and over again. So adding this variation, it's gotten me a bit excited. So I'm happy about that. Georgian X is also made by the author of Tokyo Ghoul. What in the fuck? That is disgusting. That's a big twist. I don't know what that means, so I'm probably gonna forget in the next hour. Like, I don't know what any of this means. Um, so Evangelion actually is a good one. Art is mind blowing. I'm not against it. The thing is, after reading Tokyo Ghoul, do I want to go again with the same author? Even though... What kind of art style do you like? Okay, in terms of art style, it's not necessarily that I prefer something, but there's one thing I actually really dislike. But it's the typical how do you say it? Like the typical isekai designs. I dislike those. I don't like isekai generic isekai designs. I don't want any anime that has like adult women depicted as small girls. I don't want that. I don't want none of that. More than Tokyo Ghoul? Okay. I mean, I'm not against it. How many chapters is it? Like a baked bread. You asked me what kind of art style I like, but I even read Demon Slayer, the manga, and like the art style of the manga, like it's not that great. But in the way in which was drawn, it felt alive, even though it was drawn. Yeah. And I didn't watch Attack on Titan. I read the manga, and the drawings in the manga felt more like sketches, so it was very difficult to remember faces sometimes. But even then, I had no problem reading that. 80, 78 pages, chapters. Okay, that's not bad. A very distinct, great. Okay. Which I'm gonna have 17 pages, another over 80. Okay, that's okay. That's crazy. I would have to keep track on which chapters are 80 pages, so I don't like stumble upon a monster chapter midstream. What's it? Hold up. Shojin X. Lone Wolf and Cub. Is that a manga? Oh, what the hell? It's like drawn in. It's like drawn in those like in the classic Japanese art. The art is kind of okay. That's kind of neat, to be honest. Why does he kind of look like Law? Okay, right off the bat, just looking at this, the fighting is drawn really well. Trojan also drops the chapter whenever the. Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, hold up. Hunter x Hunter is another one that I need to pick back up. Because I read up until the start of the video game arc, and then I dropped it because I got lazy. Vagabond? Way ahead of you. I've already read Vagabond. It was amazing. Read it before I started streaming. Before I even made this channel. Togashi should be coming back soon. Yeah, he also drops chapters very irregular, right? Berserk, already read Berserk. Berserk was, I think, the 4th manga I read after. So, years ago, when I finally fully got back into One Piece, and One Piece was like reaching new heights. After Whole Cake Island, we had just entered Wano. I was wondering, like, there has to be a manga that's just as good as One Piece, or even better. So I just started reading the best, like the highest rated manga that I know of, with Kingdom, Berserk, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Gintama, Vagabond, Attack on Titan. Feel like I'm missing another one. Oh, even Food Wars. I even read that manga back then. So I was reading like peak after peak after peak after peak, until I just exhausted and stopped reading for a long time. Like action? I mean, yeah, I like action, but to me, I'm not gonna read just for the action. Like the story is important to me. So the first one I picked up was Kingdom. That was a journey to go through. That was one of the wildest read-throughs I've ever had. Then immediately after, I think I was Berserk right after. Then I picked up JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but for that I watched the anime, didn't read the manga. I think I did Food Wars after that. Then I did Vagabond. Attack on Titan after that. Started reading Hunter x Hunter and then stopped. Food Wars isn't with people stripping clothes. No, so Food Wars actually is a solid story. It is Food Wars, like they're fighting with, like, having cook-offs, and those naked scenes that you see, they're not literal, but they're like how the people feel when they eat, when they taste delicious food. So sometimes, a lot of times, of course, it's women, female characters doing that, but I actually did appreciated that the author also did the same with male characters, so he wasn't just like being a weirdo with it. Things I hear about One Piece is that after Marineford it doesn't hit the same, kind of goes on. Yeah, that is not true. People are always going to be complaining about the current arc. It's even back that, like, just yesterday I was scrolling on Reddit and I found an ancient post, a screenshot of people complaining about Water 7 when Water 7 was going on. That post said something along the lines, "Man, I wish when the crew was just five people. When are they gonna get to the One Piece? Why? It's been over 300 chapters. Why there has not even been a single mention about One Piece ever?" Said something about Water 7 being a cheaper version of Arlong Park. So people are always going to be complaining about the most current arc of One Piece. That's always going to be the case. Sure, Marineford to me is my all-time favorite arc for One Piece. It so far has not been surpassed yet, but saying One Piece has gone worse after that, no. Okay. About JoJo's? I've watched JoJo's. I even watched episode 1 of Steel Ball Run on Twitch. Even more than that. I posted it on my YouTube. I posted my reaction of Steel Ball Run. It's the latest video on my channel. So from 2000, yeah, exactly. So one of those ancient ones, yeah. People complain over everything. People complained about Gear 4 when it first came out, saying Gear 4 was generic. and just had no creativity whatsoever. What was something else people complain about? That something huge that people complain about. I mean, obviously Gear 5. People still hate on it to this day. Yeah, that was holy lag. Fishman Island, they're completely different level. That's the anime mostly. Fishman Island has its flaws, some huge flaws, but most of them come from the anime because the pacing of Fishman Island was not great at all. The manga is a much better experience, but besides those, besides it being better in the manga, there's still some very bad things, mostly related to Sanji. Chat isn't going again. Fuck, man. Okay, try again. Okay, there we go. It's working again, looks like. For me, I like Impel Down the best, maybe, but really. I mean, I liked Impel Down, but it was never really my top list. To me, it's Marineford. It's Marineford, and without no hesitation whatsoever. But even then, despite those flaws, there is nothing that what One Piece does. I've never read anything that does what One Piece does. The scale of it, the world building, the characters, the lore, the history, the mysteries. I've never seen anyone depict a story in the same way that One Piece has been done. And in terms of like writing and just the pure quality, the one manga that came the closest to One Piece to me is Berserk. Berserk, I think I have it the closest one to One Piece, which is funny because One Piece and Berserk are just polar opposites. Like One Piece is in every way there is, it's the complete opposite from Berserk. And both are just at the very top. Oh, is that next week? Oh, okay. I might read it then, because I am curious about that. Gintama, also one of the best series I've ever watched and read. Because the goat, he thanked Mihawk's... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's on screen. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. But yeah, I was trying. That's what I was going to. I wanted to see like when it was going to drop, but issue 21. I'm guessing issue 21 is next week. Like they didn't put a date. So I don't know which issue Shonen Jump is on right now. Does the chess guy come back though? Who's the chess guy? ROR? It's kind of lower now, but the start is peak. What's ROR? Oh, chest. Oh, Gaimon. I thought you meant like chest, not a treasure chest. I was like, who? Chest guy? Like who? I thought you meant like the body part chest, not treasure chest. No, he has not come back yet. Oh, Records of Ragnarok. I was aware of the manga when it was still going on, and I knew the anime was in the works, so I waited because I knew it was all battles, so I wanted to see it in the anime rather than read the manga. And we all know what happened to the manga next, to the anime. The anime managed to fuck up the one thing that the series focuses on, which is fights. Records of Ragnarok, as far as I know, is just people throwing hands, and the anime fucked that up, just turning into slideshows. No, I've seen clips. I've seen manga panels of the manga way back. I mean, I'm not against it. Could put it on the list at some point. Berserk's treatment? Sort of, yeah. It's, yeah. But in all fairness, I don't see how an anime can do Berserk justice. Like the feeling of the manga that comes from out the pages. I don't know how you can get that on a moving screen. On a, it's like, oh, hold up, let me close some. Okay, let me close this. Okay, stream should be good now. JC staff can bring back Berserk. It's not with Berserk. It's not about animation. It's adapting a series, adapting a manga into an anime. It's not about having good and cool animation. It has to capture the spirit that comes from the pages. One Punch Man season 1, 100% captured that spirit that came from the pages. It's actually gave us what it gave us what the author intended. Like what we got on paper, we got it on screen in a moving version. Same goes for what was another one? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, takes it even further because JoJo's takes what happened in the manga and it just puts it, brings it to life and just accelerates even more. That's why I'm just unable to read the manga. All right, I will see you next time, Lucas. You have a good one. So with Berserk, it's not Berserk. In my opinion, it doesn't have to have like Demon Slayer levels of animation. Like just a solid 7 out of 10 animation quality is fine, but you have to like you have to give it the same feeling that comes from the manga. You have to deliver on the art, not just the animation. And Murata was putting a lot of hours into putting the small tiny details into the pages just to perfect it. And I don't see how an animation studio is gonna have the same resources, the same money, the same time to put that much effort into their series. I just don't see how they can do that. All right. Okay, so this is it for today. I'm really happy with this. This new schedule that I've made. I'm really happy with this. This is gonna be the schedule for the next several months. Chainsaw Man, then the week after Full Metal, the week after Ichi the Witch, and then back to Kagurabachi. All right. I think that's it for me. This is it for me. I'm gonna end it here. Lagging too much? Okay. I mean, the lag looks fine. There's no lag on my end, so yeah. Anyway, as you know, don't forget.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.